Hello, everyone. This is Luis Concepcion from Strategic Profit Line Trading, coming to you with the plan of the week for week number 33. As always, here's our disclosures. This content is for educational purposes only. I'm not providing any investment advice. Information is not tailored to any one individual, and everybody must understand their time horizons. Past performance does not guarantee future results or success, and all investments involves the risk of losing your original principal. Here's our agenda for the week. I'll be covering the news, providing a market overview of the indices. While we have more earnings this week, it's less companies as the majority of the rut reporting earnings. So, cheaper stocks. So be mindful of that, and everybody knows how I feel about those. Here is our week 32 results. Provided 23 zones, went 3-1 in stocks, 3-1 in options. There was no entry on 16 zones that were provided, and 3 companies closed in the zone and or are working, and that was Avis, SMCI, and Oxy is profitable. Here's what our earnings outlook looks like. Again, we have a lot of companies reporting earnings. However, just realize that maybe Tuesday and Thursday are going to most likely be our busiest days, where all the other companies are going to be, like I said, majority of them being in the rut with your lower price stocks. Went ahead and I update our stocks. We are 50 and 39 on the year. And on the options fronts, we are 93 and 25. Moving into our news for the week, as you can see on Monday, we have no news impacting the US markets. However, after hours, for those of you trading Forex and futures, the Australian dollar will be affected after market. Moving on to Tuesday, we got our PPI report pre-market, so expect some volatility at the open, and then nothing till the evening, and that's going to be affected on the New Zealand dollar and the British pound. Moving down to Wednesday, we have our CPI report pre-market as well, so you can expect some volatility into the market open. And then in the evening, we have the Australian dollar being affected. Again, those of you trading Forex and futures, be mindful of the currencies this week as they will have a lot of volatility after hours. And on Wednesday, we have the British pound being affected as well. Moving on to Thursday, we have retail sales and unemployment claims pre-market. So expect some volatility at the open. And then finally on Friday, no news. So again, a lot of volatility pre-market this week. So be mindful that at the open, we may have some increased volatility throughout the week with all those reports that we have. Now moving into the charts. So here we go. Starting with the SPX. Everywhere I saw, everybody was screaming, recession, recession, recession. We did drop about a good 10%, and we recovered 5 of it on the year. We're about down 5 and still up about 15% on the year. So it came to our demand zone right here and hit it, and we recovered half of that move. So if there's more to follow throughout the year, we'll see, but we got to get to this demand zone first. So be mindful that this level has already worked once. However, there should be some expect another turn or some demand here to it's not going to easily get to this level. However, with all the news that's going on, you never know. But with that being said, you still have the 5122 to the 4960. And in the event if this level breaks 4800, here we come. That's going to be the 4786 to 4677. On the supply side, 5623.67 to 5676. And that's going to do it for the S&P 500, aka the SPX in this scenario. Moving on to the NASDAQ. As you can see, the NASDAQ had the bigger play, and it was about a 20% drop, and it hasn't recovered as much as the S&P 500. Understand that this level, we've penetrated more than halfway through it, so be mindful of that this level, we may test these levels again this week. That demand zone is 17,581 to 17,262. In the event this level doesn't hold no more, the next level I have for you on the NASDAQ is 16,863 to 16,562. On the supply side, we got 2253 to 2592. Again, the NASDAQ being a little bit more weaker than the S&P 500. Moving on to the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones, still not calling supply. I know we got this double top here. However, this is the demand level that held for the Dow Jones. It's the 388 to 382 that I've provided. Hopefully some of you took this trade. With that being said, if this level holds and the market continues to show some weakness, we're gonna next level we have is 376.06 to 370.18 on the Dow Jones. Now moving on to the rut. As you can see, the rut was outperforming there for a little bit. I'm gonna leave this level here just because it just peaked this level and it just crashed from I wouldn't say let me not say crash, but it pulled back real strongly from this level. So until this level is completely taken out, it's still in effect to 22.35 to 22.89, and in the event of an overshoot, it's going to be 23.25 to 23.70. On the demand side, still holding this level. We have not hit it yet this year. It's going to still be the 1887 to 1847. That's going to do it for you for me with the indices this week. Now moving into earnings, starting with gold, Barrett Gold at that. They have earnings on Monday. First level I have for you on the demand side, 1476 to 1422, and on the supply side, 1973 to 2042. Next company, MNDY. So on this company, I have demand at 145.87 to 133.05, and on the supply side, 275.41 to 329.27. Next company is SLF. On the demand side, 42.95 to 39.42, and on the supply side, 54.08 to 56.97. Next company I have for you is Home Depot. Home Depot on the demand side, just be wary that this level has worked a couple of times. That's what's holding the level. That level is 323.90 to 318.53. In the event of an overshoot, we got the 312.58 to 302.04, and another level here sitting at 286. I'm sorry, 295.41 to 286.48. Just understand Home Depot has a lot of demand in this area. So we'll see what happens. I don't think they report till Thursday, right? Yeah, the 13th. So just be mindful, see what it does during the week. It might just stay stagnant and then make a move to down or up. And if it moves to the upside, our supply level is at 379.35 to 387.89 with another level right here at 398.79 to 420.87. Next company, ONON, on the demand side, 2201 to 1976, and on the supply side, 43 to 55.80. It is a big level, so be mindful and wary of that. Next company I have for you is C. On the supply side, 8303 to 88.54, and on the demand side, 40.70 to 37.82. In the event of overshoot, we got the 31.70 to 28.53. Next company is Intel. On the demand side, 27.62 to 25.91, and on the supply side, 40.97 to 43.43. Next company is PFGC. On the demand side, 56.48 to 54.62, and on the supply side, 74.76 to 77.06. Next company is Cisco. So for Cisco on the demand side, 42.27 to 41.20. On the supply side, 51.79 to 52.67. In the event of overshoot, you have another level right here, 55.48 to 58.23. This company is Stone. On the demand side, 10.99 to 10.18, and on the supply side, 16.32 to 17.07. Next company is Alibaba. On the demand side for you on Alibaba, I got 63.79 to 56.95, and on the supply side, 94.02 to 96.77. Next company is Walmart. So for Walmart, no supply, all-time highs was 71.33. Understand Walmart did a split earlier this year for a 3-to-1. With that being said, first demand level I have for you is 65.35 to 63.63. In the event of an overshoot, you got another level here at 60.78 to 59.39. Next company is John Deere, excuse me. This level has worked already once. It's still holding here, so be mindful. They report on Thursday. If this level holds, you got the 345.55 to 328.63. Just be mindful there's another level right here at 326 to 308. So again, aggressive, conservative, and just realize that they have earnings this week, as all the other companies do that I'm reporting about. Now, on the supply side, 423.60 to 441.50. Next company is Nice. As you can see, this level has been trying to hold it, try to work here. It's bouncing off of it right there. And that level is 153.84 to 140 with another subsequent level right below it at 128.93 to 110.75. On the supply side, I got 272.35 to 287.76. Next company is AMAT. You can see it just touched this and took off. So be mindful of that. This level, demand level is 171.56 to 160.79. If this level does not hold throughout the week, we got a level here at 153.38 to 143.98. And on the supply side, 239.87 to 249.06. And the last company I have for you this week reporting earnings that I found a level for you is GLOB. That supply level is going to be 209.69 to 219.05. And on the demand side, 140 to 135.13. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for me with the charts this week. With that being said, here's my contact information. Feel free to follow me on Facebook and LinkedIn for additional posts throughout the week for trades that I may or may not see. If you have any concerns, feel free to email me. Go check out the website to see what courses I have coming up if you're interested. If you haven't done so already, do me a favor and hit that like button. Till next time, happy trading and see you next week.